I wish that title in the thumbnail is just clickbait, but unfortunately, SeedIn Technologies, the popular crowdfunding platform, is in fact in a bit of a trouble. This unfortunately impacts your investments. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mark, and in this channel, I cover a little bit about lifestyle, but I mostly talk about business and investments. One of the finance apps that I've covered in the past and has also been talked about by many YouTubers would be SeedIn Technologies. So basically, if you are a company and needing to raise funds, may it be for your inventory, expansion, renovations, you can go to SeedIn Technologies and ask for a loan. So that's on the business side. And on the retail side of us as investors, we can participate in the crowdfunding project. So we can be lending our money to the company through SeedIn as the intermediary or the underwriter. And this was a good value proposition. Basically, the rates that you would get as a retail investor would be similar to what you would get with bonds or bond funds. So it's an interesting setup. But as of December last year, 2023, SeedIn is running into a bit of a trouble. Hold on tight, it seems that this will be a bumpy ride, but there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel, and this is what we'll look to cover, so let's go. So one of you guys, my subscribers, told me that SeedIn is no longer allowing withdrawals. So thank you again for keeping me informed. So since this was at the end of December, when many of the companies were anyway on break, I didn't really make anything of it. I thought that my commenter probably just had bad timing in trying to contact customer support. So I didn't panic right away, but I wanted to make sure that if something was going on, I was able to look into it. So as I tried to look into these claims, I got my phone, opened my SeedIn Technology app, and when I pressed the icon, I wasn't actually able to get in. But I thought to myself that my app was just outdated. So when I went to the Google Play Store, I saw that my app was updated, and from the Google Play Store, I was able to click on the open button, which, successfully enough, opened the SeedIn Technology app. Everything looked pretty normal. I was able to see my current investments, the tabs of Home, Invest, Discovery, Profile, all seemed there. But when I clicked on the withdraw button, it didn't give me the option to do this. It said that I didn't have any bank account nominated, and when I tried to enroll a new bank account, there's no option to do this. Still not completely panicking, I went to the customer service section and wrote my concern that I wasn't able to input a bank account so that I could withdraw my funds. So it's been probably a little over a week, and thankfully, yesterday, January 9th, I finally got a reply. But to my surprise, I didn't get the reply that I was hoping for. So let me read to you the reply of customer service. Dear investors, as previously announced in SeedIn's social media pages, SeedIn has temporarily suspended parts of its operations to report to the SEC certain transactions and to give way to the forensic audit on these transactions being conducted separately by SeedIn and by the SEC in order to protect the company and the public. So when I read this was finally the moment where I thought to myself that SeedIn might be in trouble. Again, I was a little disappointed that the reply wasn't personalized, but I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. So let me read to you their social media posting. SeedIn Technology Inc. recently discovered a possible and apparent fraudulent act committed by its former president, Mr. EDISON TSAI, which adversely affects or is likely to adversely affect its ability to carry out its functions under SEC Memorandum Circular Number 14 Series of 2019 to prevent further anomalous transactions of Mr. TSAI. SeedIn immediately replaced Mr. TSAI as president of the company with Mr. Neil Raimundo, a well-respected individual in the business community, temporarily stopped the withdrawals or payouts to investors and borrowers in its online electronic platform.
SeedIn is conducting a forensic audit to determine
the extent of the fraud and is preparing to prosecute the erring former president of the company. Rest assured that SeedIn is doing everything necessary to uncover the fraud and to recover any amount. Very truly yours, signed, new President Neil Raimundo. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. I don't know the exact details of what amount and how it was discovered. What you should note from that statement as an investor would be the temporary halting of all withdrawals. But the good news there is that this seems temporary, although they still have a lot to investigate. Again, we don't know the actual amount, but if there are funds that are missing, that are misappropriated, then for sure this will affect the payouts to us as investors. But it doesn't seem like all is lost. We have to give them time to really figure things out. Their new president, Neil Raimundo, seems to be someone that was already holding an executive position before at SeedIn. It seems that the forte of Mr. Raimundo would be on the regulatory side, and I think that they picked the right guy to be at the helm of SeedIn at this very tumultuous time. So as I was getting ready to shoot this, SeedIn actually released a new statement, so there's a lot of drama going on in this.
Further to the statement earlier posted announcing the temporary suspension of payouts.
As of December 12, 2023, SeedIn will resume the processing of the following effective January 5th: withdrawal by investors of funds freshly topped up in SeedIn's platform on December 15th, 2023 onwards, deposit of issuers' checks representing loan amortization payments, and withdrawal by investors for projects determined to be not associated with any irregularities, and number 3, reposting of issuers' projects December 15th, 2023 onwards. Further bulletins will be issued as the audit progresses. So, with this new statement, I think there are some withdrawals that will be allowed, but these are more of the fresh top-ups. But if you're like me, you've been invested for a couple of SeedIn projects for a while now, they are still not allowing withdrawals. So obviously, this is a bit of a problem. Honestly, my exposure in SeedIn is only about 10,000 to 15,000 pesos at the most. I hope that your exposure in the app is also not that much. I think they are still continuing to launch some of the projects that they've lined up. I'm a little unsure as to what part of their operations are completely halted. What I could also advise is that if you are using the Alfred Auto Invest facility, that every time a new projects come in that you are investing, I think that you should probably disable this Auto Invest facility at the moment. SeedIn seems committed to be able to pay us back investors, but of course, all this is up in the air. I think they have the best intentions, but whether or not they can completely follow through, that's something I can't guarantee. I hope that they are able to restore their normal operations as soon as possible. But for the time being, I would stay on the sidelines and take a very careful stance. So I will keep you guys updated as this develops. I guess another learning we have here is to really be cautious about the new investment platforms that are coming up. For the most part, I've always advocated that you should put your portfolio in something that's more sure, that is less risky in terms of the standing of the company that's managing your finances. Even though SeedIn is locally registered, working with the SEC, this is a reality check to us that these things could happen and that we should put in an exposure that is not really too risky for us. But basically, that's that. Again, I will keep you guys updated on the latest developments on this. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, guys, and happy investing. And more importantly, take caution in your investments.